This meeting is being recorded.
So guys, today we are going to discuss about the SLA definitions, and we will also discuss about ACLs as well. So guys, what are SLA definitions? What do you mean by SLA? So guys, SLA stands for service level agreement. Service level agreement means, guys, service level agreement means, let me give you an example. Microsoft is actually a product based company. It has a lot of projects. And then which Microsoft themselves, they are not able to complete their projects. So finally what they decided is they thought of giving some work to service based companies, and they wanted to get their work done. So what exactly will happen is that, so while they give some work to the service based companies like TCS and Infosys, what exactly will happen is that they will actually have an agreement. Okay, my work has to be delivered by this time. If an incident has come to your queue, it has to be completed within this deadline. If a priority one incident has come to your queue, it has to be completed, it has to be resolved within this much time. If a priority 2 incident has come to your queue, it has to be resolved in this time. So something like that, they will actually have an agreement between this customer and the vendor. Here the customer is actually Microsoft company. Well, the vendor here is actually a TCS company. Okay, they will have an agreement between customer and the vendor. Here in this case, in our example, so there will be an agreement between Microsoft and TCS. Okay, so I will actually deliver this work by this time, something like that. So what if you are not able to deliver the work on time? So you are liability to pay the penalty back. Okay, you are liability to pay the penalty. So you are able to understand, right, what is SLA? Banu, Naveen.
Yeah.
So guys, here using this SLAs, we can actually provide the quality service. Using these SLAs, we can actually provide quality service. So how can we provide quality service? We will actually see, guys. Okay. So let us say I have actually an issue. What is that issue? Is that my mobile is not working. Company mobile, that is actually company mobile, not working. If that is not working, I'll have to raise an incident as per the ITIL process. So I have actually raised an incident. So nobody is actually assigning that incident, and nobody is actually taking a look at that incident. Okay. Nobody is actually taking a look at that incident. Nobody is actually acknowledging that incident. So whom do I have to reach out? So, okay, fine. If they are not responding, here my delivery is actually getting delayed because of it. My project delivery is getting delayed because of my mobile issue. So as my mobile is not working, I've actually raised an incident. That incident, no one is acknowledging it. So what do I have to do in this case? Guys? See, escalation is actually secondary. First thing, we need resolution, right? We need resolution. So that is where the SLA will come into picture. So everything will be tracked. So whenever an incident is assigned, if that incident is whenever incident is created, if that is not assigned, so we can actually track everything. So within how much time this incident is acknowledged, within how much time this incident is resolved, so within how much time this task is closed. So everything we can actually track, guys, using SLA definitions. Using SLA definitions, we can actually track everything. Hope you are able to understand.
Yes, sir.
You're able to understand, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So how are we going to create the SLA definition? We will actually take a look at here. So under service level management, you will be able to see SLA definitions. Okay. Let me just get another field, active field. So I am going to create an SLA, guys. Okay. So that is actually whenever a priority incident has come to my queue, whenever any priority one incident has come to your queue, that has to be resolved in 4 hours. So I am actually keeping here as 4 hours. So before that, I'll have to explain one thing. If a priority incident has to come to your queue, it has to be first acknowledged. It has to be first acknowledged. That is actually called response, guys. So within 15 minutes, you will have to respond to it. Okay. If a priority one incident has come to your queue, priority one incident has come to your queue, you will have to acknowledge it. You will have to acknowledge it in 15 minutes. So that is actually called response SLA. Okay. So here you will actually provide the name. Type is actually SLA and target as response and resolution. So here I am actually keeping response SLA. Okay. P1 IMC response. Okay. No schedule. This will run 24 by 7. So guys, here in the SLAs, first I have actually provided the name and the type I have actually selected SLA. Target, you can actually select response and resolution. I have selected response here. The table name is actually incident. So this is actually flow which we will have to discuss uh, uh, once we are done discussing this SLA definition. We will have to discuss about this flow as well. After that, what we do is we will actually specify the duration. Okay, we'll specify the duration. So we have duration type here. So 2 business days by 4 p.m., 3 business days by 4 p.m., breach on due date, end of next business day, and next business day by 4 p.m. So likewise, we can actually select this dynamic durations, guys. Okay, so here I'm actually selecting user specified duration. So most of the time you will be using user specified duration here. Okay, so I have actually specified the duration as 15 minutes. Okay, so here this will run 24 by 7. Start condition is whenever incident state is priority 1. Incident state is not state priority. Whenever the incident priority is priority 1. Okay, and state is new. Okay, so guys, here I have actually kept the start condition. I have kept the start condition, guys. Okay. Here guys, you can see when to cancel. When this SLA can be cancelled. So cancel conditions are met, start conditions are not met. When these conditions are not met, that means when you are actually removing this condition, when you are actually removing this condition, the SLA will be cancelled. So here I am actually keeping cancel conditions are met. So I did not keep any cancel condition here. Okay. For response SLA, I don't need a pass condition. I need a stop condition. So when exactly the SLA will be stopped. So here the state will be when the state is resolved. So when the state is resolved, the SLA will be stopped. Okay. So guys, I have actually created an SLA definition that is actually P1 INC response. Okay, P1 INC response. So what am I going to do is I am going to create an incident now. I am going to create an incident now. I have actually created an incident now. So which is not actually a state I am priority I am going to give it as priority 1. So which is priority 1 and the state is new. I am going to save this one. So here guys, see here a SLA is attached. That is actually P1 INC response, which is what we have actually created. This SLA is actually attached. So what is the business left time?
14 minutes.
See guys, here I have actually done small mistake here. Here the stop condition is actually assigned to is not empty. Assigned to is not empty. I am actually keeping here. So here I'll have to repair the SLAs. Okay guys. Now we have actually created a P1 incident. The state as new. So now the SLA got triggered. So now the SLA got triggered, right? So here what exactly will happen is that, so whenever the assigned to is not empty, so what exactly will happen is that this SLA will be completed state. Now it is actually in progress state, right? So whenever it is assigned to someone. Now what exactly will happen is that here you guys can see now the stage is actually in completed state. So that means you are able to acknowledge this incident within 15 minutes. That means, okay, so I am the person who is exactly working on your issue. That is what you have actually told to this guy. So within 15 minutes, you have actually acknowledged that, okay, I am the person who is responsible for this P1 incident. Something like that you assigned on your name. So you assigned it to someone from this group. So this guy is actually the responsible to fix this incident. Okay. So he has met the response SLA. That means that is why it is actually showing in the green color. So if he is not able to assign this incident within 15 minutes, this will actually show you in red color. So this has breached will become true. This has breached will become true, guys. Remember, this has breached will become true whenever this incident is not assigned to the person within 15 minutes. Hope you are able to understand.
Yeah,
Yes,
Uday.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have actually acknowledged this one. This incident, this priority one incident has to be closed within 4 hours. Now what am I going to do is I am going to create another SLA definition, resolution, resolution SLA. So this incident has to be resolved in 4 hours. The response is different, resolution is different, guys. Response is like acknowledgement. Resolution is like fixing the issue. Resolution. So whenever the priority is P1 and assign to is not empty, okay, assign to is not empty, this resolution SLA should trigger. This resolution SLA should trigger. Okay. So past time I am actually keeping past time as state is on hold. When the state is on hold, the SLA will not be calculated. SLA will not be calculated. Okay, stop time I'm actually keeping here as state is resolved. Okay, so I am actually creating a resolution SLA, guys, here. Okay, so now what exactly will happen is that I am going to change it to something again. Now the resolution SLA will get triggered, guys. See, P1 INC resolution incident got triggered. So how much time? 4 hours. So guys, if you are able to keep it in a resolved state, if you are able to keep the state in resolved state within 4 hours, then you are actually meeting the customer requirements. You are actually meeting the customer agreements. So that is what we have actually defined here. Stop condition as state is resolved. So if you are able to resolve this incident within 4 hours, if you are able to resolve this incident within 4 hours, then you are actually meeting the customer agreements. So if you are not able to complete this, if you are not able to resolve this incident within these 4 hours, here you will be able to see a red mark. You will be able to see this in a red mark. Has breached will become true. So has breached will become true. Has breached means you are not able to meet the customer agreements. You are not able to provide the proper resolution within the deadline. So customer will actually take a report on this task SLA table. So how many incidents are breached, he will actually have a track everything. So he will ask the vendor that, okay, boss, these many incidents got breached. As per our agreements, these incidents should not be breached, but these are breached because you guys did not provide resolutions properly. So here our vendor, so vendor is like our vendor is actually TCS in this case. TCS is actually answerable to Microsoft company now. Hope you are able to understand what I'm actually trying to convey. Hello,
Yes, sir.
everyone.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
now
sir.
I'm actually now I'm actually keeping it in on hold state. As I have kept it in on hold state, guys, now the SLA will be passed. See here, now the SLA is actually in passed state. So in this passed state, the SLA will not be calculating. The SLA calculation will not happen when you keep it in on hold state. Okay. So if you are actually keeping again back to in progress, the SLA starts calculating again. The SLA again starts calculation. Okay. Here you guys can see. So even though when you are keeping it in progress, the SLA hasn't come back again, still in passed state, still in passed state. This is because here in the past condition, so resume conditions we did not keep actually. So when past conditions are not met, I'll have to keep this one. Okay. So here I'll have to repair the SLA. Okay. Now this would have been in progress state. So this is actually in completed state. Response is in completed. Resolution is actually in progress state. So guys, now it is actually in progress state. So 3 hours 52 minutes is left. So 8 minutes is already left. Okay. So 8 minutes is already left, guys. We have only 33 hours or 52 minutes left. Okay. So here in this case, what exactly will happen is that if we are not able to provide the resolution in this 4 hours, it will become red, and then the hash breach will become true. So customer can easily identify. So client can easily identify that, okay, so these many incidents got breached. Okay, so TCS is not actually providing proper resolution, and TCS is actually not providing proper services. Something like that, they will feel, customers will feel. So we have to deliver the work on time, guys. So that is why, we have SLA definitions. Okay, so you are able to understand, right? What are SLA definitions and all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here, when it comes to the flow, right, this is for escalation purpose. This is actually for escalation purpose. So let us say if 25% of the time is completed. So if you want to notify the caller, if 50% of the time is completed, if you want to notify assign to manager and project manager. So if you want to escalate something like this, you will actually use this flow to escalate to the higher management that okay, this incident time is over. So 95% of the time is over, 80% of the time is over. So for every for a for each update, we can actually notify the members. If 80% of the SLA time is completed, we can actually notify the assigned to manager. See here, wait until 50% of the SLA duration. Okay, we have 75% SLA duration. So wait for condition where has breached is true. Okay, so likewise we can actually escalate to You can actually escalate every time when 50% is reached, 70% is reached, something like that. You understand about this flow, right? Hello, guys.
Yes,
Hope
Uday.
you are able to understand. Hello.
Yes, Uday.
So, guys, we have actually reset condition. Reset condition. So, if there are any cases where you want to reset the SLA, let us say here when you keep assignment group changes. When the assignment group changes, you want to cancel the existing SLA and you want to reset the new SLA. Let us say here you have actually assigned it to application development group, right? So if it is in application development, there should be one SLA. So let us say if I change it to application development to something else. So I'm going to save this one, guys. If I change it to cab approval, I'm changing it to cab approval, guys. So the existing SLA will be cancelled and new SLA will get attached. I have to repair the SLAs. See, the previous one got cancelled and new SLA got attached, guys. See, in the reset condition, what we have specified here, whenever you change the assignment group, cancel the existing SLA and start the new SLA. That is what we have actually specified here. So, whenever you change the assignment group, cancel the existing SLA and create a new SLA is what we have actually specified here. And then we have actually cancelled the existing SLA and then we have created a new SLA in progress state. Hope you guys are able to understand.
Yes, Uday.
Okay. So guys, here one more thing that you guys have to remember is we can actually create SLAs. We can actually create SLAs only on task-based records. Task-based records in the sense the tables which are actually extending task table, on those tables only you can actually create SLA definitions. See, let me just go to the tables. Okay. See, on these tables only, the tables which are actually extending task table, on these tables only you can actually create SLAs. See, there are actually 43 tables which are actually extending task table. On these 43 tables only you can actually create SLAs. If you are actually trying to create a SLA on the table which are actually not extending task table, you cannot actually create SLA definition. See, if the table is not extending SLA definition, see, the table is not actually extending task table, you cannot actually create a SLA definition on the table, guys. Hope you are able to understand. Hello.
Yes, Uday.
Here, if you are not actually extending task table on the table, you cannot actually create a SLA definition. That is what you guys have to remember, guys. So guys, we have one more topic, that is actually ACLs. Okay. We have one more topic called ACL. So ACLs are something that, guys, ACLs are majorly used for access controls. Access controls in the sense, guys, here in ServiceNow platform, who can see what? So which role guys can see what? So those things can be controlled using access controls, guys. Access controls are majorly used to restrict the access. Access controls are used to restrict the access, guys. That point you guys have to remember. Okay. So guys, using access controls, you can actually define who can see what, which data can be accessed by which role. So everything can be done using access controls, guys. Okay. Hope you are able to understand. Hello.
Yes, Uday.
Is it for user or groups, Uday?
See, because here, right, we won't actually restrict access for users or groups directly in the access controls. See, here in the access controls, we will be dealing with the roles. That roles you can give it to whomever. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put it in another way. So here, right, we can actually define SLAs. Let us say which role can be accessed what, which role guys can see what. We can actually define those things in the ACLs. So it is up to you whether you are actually adding that role to the user or you are actually adding role to that group. Does it make sense? Does it make sense, Naveen? See,
Yes, Uday.
we will be restricting the access based on the roles here in the access controls. We will be restricting the access based on the roles in the access controls. It is up to you whether that role that you want to give it to the user or group. Okay. Okay, no worries, guys. We will actually understand everything in detail now. So, guys, I am an admin. I am an admin, but I am not able to see new option to create a new ACL. Even if you open existing one also, even if you open existing one also, you won't be able to modify the existing one. This is still in read-only state. Okay. So here what exactly will happen is that, so here you have no ability to create a record or update an existing record in the access controls, even though you are an admin. So even though you are an admin, you are not able to create access control and you are not able to edit. So you won't be able to delete these things as well. See, the delete option is not available. So because even admins cannot actually work on access controls. So to work on access controls, you need a special privilege. To work on access controls, you need a special privilege that is actually elevated role. So elevate roles. Here in the elevate roles, so you will have to select this security admin role. You will just click on update. You will click on update, guys. So now you have got security admin role. So guys, always remember, if you have to work on access controls, you need security admin role. If you are actually impersonating someone, okay, a bit far. So now the security role will be lost to you. So now you will lose security admin role. So if you enter the impersonation, you will go to security, you will go to admin profile again. In the admin profile, you will have to get the elevate role again. So elevate role, you will select security admin and you will just click on update here. So now you have actually elevate role, security admin, and you will go to ACLs. If you go to the ACL, guys, here you guys can see, now you can see new option. You are now able to work on access controls. If you open existing one, you can also see you are now able to edit this one. So security admin role is must for everyone to work on access controls. Okay, guys, try to understand one thing. So I am going to create a new table, guys. Table. So here I am actually access. So I am actually creating a table that is related to access. I don't want this module. Let me just create the module here. I have done small mistake, guys. So I've just created a table, guys. I just created a table. Okay, on this table, I am going to create a few fields. So my table form will look like, guys, like this one, F1, F2, F3, something like this one. Okay. So So now, guys, on this access table, I have actually created 5 records. See, I have actually 5 records on this access table. Okay. So, guys, here, right, we have no access limitations in this access table. Everyone can see this. Everyone. So there are no roles, right? There are no access controls created on this access table. So let me just go here, configure. There are no ACLs. There are no ACLs created on this table. Okay. So now what I do is I will actually impersonate as able tutor or Abed Far. Okay, I am actually impersonating as Abed Far. Now I will see he is not able to access this one. Abed Far is not able to access this one. Okay, so Abed Far is not able to access this one. Let me just impersonate as able tutor. So able tutor, whether he is able to access the access list or not, we will actually check. Even able tutor is also not able to access this one. So now what am I going to do is, I am going to grant read access to everyone. Guys, here apart from admin, nobody will be able to access table record. So this access table is there, right? I am going to stop the impersonation. Apart from admins, no other person will be able to see these access records. So far, apart from admins, nobody will be able to see these records. Now, what am I going to do is, I am going to grant read permission to everyone. So now I am going to grant read permission to everyone. I am going to get security admin role, I'm going to create ACL now. Okay, so here guys, I am going to grant roles to ACL table to everyone, read role. So here I am actually granting read permission to everyone. Access table to everyone. I am going to save this one, guys. Okay, so now if I impersonate as able tutor now, able tutor will also have read permission. Able tutor will also have read permission. See whether he has able to read permission or not. See, he has only read permission now. He can read the records. That's it. He won't be able to modify. He won't be able to create, or he won't be able to delete. He can just read the records. Not only able, everyone in the user table. So in the user table, there are actually 626 records, or 627 records are there, right? So there are actually 627 records are there. So everybody will be able to read these records, because in the ACLs, what I have specified here is, so I grant read access to everyone. That is what I have actually created. So this is the one I have actually created, guys. I'll have to have elevate role again. Okay. So guys, here you guys can see, I'll have to have, here I did not provide any role. That means everybody will be able to access. So guys, I am going to give write permission to everyone. Now I will select right here. Okay, I will select right here, and I am going to create a new ACL now. So now everybody will be able to edit the records. Everybody will be able to edit the records. See here, I did not provide any role here. That means everybody will be able to read the records. So if you want me to impersonate as someone, random user, you name it, I will take it. If I go to Murali BM, if I impersonate as this user, so if I impersonate as this user, what exactly will happen is that, okay, so now we will see whether he is able to edit the records or not. Okay, whether he is able to edit the record or not. So I am going to open this one. See, now I am able to edit these records as well. Okay, earlier we were able to only see the records. Now we are able to edit the records. So now, guys, I am just stopping the impersonation here, and I am going to have elevate role here. I am going to have elevate role here. Now, what am I going to do is I am going to grant delete permission to everyone. So now, guys, you guys can see if you impersonate as someone. So Kathleen, if I impersonate as Kathleen, Kathleen also will have read, write, delete permission as well. So she is able to read the record, she is able to update the record, she is able to delete the records as well. So she is not able to create the record. So that permission I am going to give it now. Okay. So now here, let me get security admin role, guys. I've got it already, right? I'm going to grant create permission as well. So guys, now what exactly I have done is I have actually given the permission to everyone to the access table. I'm going to impersonate as Catherine again. So you name it, guys, whomever the username you keep. So this time I'm actually taking Abraham Lincoln. So whatever the username you keep, everyone will have access now to this table. Everyone will have access to this table now. So now Abraham Lincoln will have read permission, create permission. So now he has create permission as well. He is able to create the record, he is able to read the record, and he is able to update the record. He is able to delete the record as well. So this is how you will actually grant the access, guys. So rest of the things we will be covering in tomorrow session, guys. So far you are actually clear, right?
Yes, Uday.
Yes,
So
sir.
far you guys are clear, right? Okay, guys. We will actually cover rest of the things in tomorrow session. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Uday.
Thank you, Uday. Bye.